Shout out to all the Uber drivers in the world. This ain't what they signed up for. Uber drivers did not sign up for Bonquisha, but this poor man goes to pick Bonquisha up from Nug Nug house.
Come on.
And it goes left. All right, I'm gonna let it play for a minute.
Please don't get to swinging on him.
Diamond.
Yeah. Go,
Start
go, go.
praying.
Shoot up the car.
Shoot up the car.
Yeah, go.
What the fuck? What is that?
Go.
What the fuck is that?
So, oh,
Wait a minute.
yeah. So she come out the house. She get into the back seat. She says, "All right, pull off, go, go." He got a gun. He said, "What you talking about?" Nug Nug come out the house, probably thinking this is some dude coming to pick his. This is crazy. Think it's probably another Nug Nug. Who this dude picking you up? She like, that's just the Uber. No, it ain't. If a dude come pick you up, I'm bussing.
Pow, 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 pow. That's cool.
I know that old man was like, "What the hell is going on?"
This is trauma. Yeah, see, it's somebody shooting at his car. That old brother, he retired. He's like, I'm retired. I do Uber just to buy my wife edible arrangements every now and again, and I'm out here risking life for limb. This ain't Denzel in the Equalizer, man. Come on, man. Bonquisha hazardous.
But see, you got to put that on the guy who's shooting. She's dealing with a Nug Nug. See, most of them dealing with these Nug Nugs. Okay, she's a Bonquisha. He's a Nug Nug. They dealing with each other. But see, that's the problem. The fallout always be people on the outside. Always on the outside. Other people getting pulled into.
Here's my question. Here's my question. Like let's get into the accountability on this. All right, this masculine woman. Do you think it was responsible for her as a human, as a God-fearing woman, to call her Uber? She knows who her boyfriend, baby daddy is. She know who he is. She know he got the toolie on him at all times with the extendo on it. Why? As like, come on now, we got hearts. We like, I'm not about to call no unsuspecting Uber man when I know how this ninja gonna act out. He don't care. Ray don't care nothing about none of that. And she knew that it was a strong probability that anybody that pulled in front of the house, Uber driver, grandma, Pap, was going to catch some smoke. So that's what I'm saying. Where does the accountability on this grown adult female human come into play? She called that Uber. Nug Nug ain't called no Uber just to release lead at it.
You can't be responsible for Nug Nug pulling a gun out. She has the responsibility of pulling somebody in.
Get Nug Nug, him, the man, that man right there, that's your son or whatever. We got to think about it like that. We got to make it a little personal just so that we can really stop trying to make goofy arguments. That's a grown woman that called the Uber knowing the situation she put another human into. Can we not wrap our mind around that?
Well, I mean, I understand that.
You saying she is not responsible how this ninja's acting. If she's so goddamn responsible, she should never be with him. She would never have to call no Uber. It's like a move. I don't understand.
I get all of her responsibility, but she's not responsible for Nug Nug pulling a gun out. She's responsible for calling that Uber person there. I would have ran around the corner and found my way somewhere else before Nug Nug pulled out a gun and started shooting at anybody. I would have had the responsibility of another person.
She didn't care. She getting down. This is wild, man.
Here we go. I'm gonna rewind it. I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna take it back for the people in the back just coming in. Hit the like button.
Diamond.
Yeah. Go, go, go. You finna shoot up the car.
Shoot up the car.
Yeah, go.
What the fuck? What is that?
Hey, my man, he said shoot at the car.
It's a 22.
He said, hey, let me take it back again. Let me take it one more time. Oh.
That's a nice car.
He finna shoot at the car.
Diamond.
Yeah. Go, go, go. You finna shoot up the car.
Shoot up the car.
Yeah, go.
What the fuck? What is that? What the fuck is that? What the fuck was that?
He just shot at the car.
For what?
Let me call the police.
Man, fuck it.
Let me call the police, Cuddy.
Hey, my man, that Uber driver.
Making us pay for water, you son of a... You're making us pay for grapes, apples, things that God gave us for free.
He said,
Man.
what? My man said, what? She said, let me call the police. He said, what you talking about, Bonquisha?
Listen,
We ain't going back there. What you talking about?
that bro. Listen, I feel bad for this old timer, man. He got to go home and explain this to his woman. He gonna be like, he gonna go in the house all messy. He gonna be like, God, dog. Especially if his car got hit, he gonna be like, God dang. His wife gonna be like, Hun, Charles, what's wrong? He gonna be like, some crazy ninja that shoot at my car, picking up one of these hood rat winches. And she gonna be like, I told you not to go out there in that car, Charles. I told you.
That's
Like,
crazy.
his grief don't end here. Forget her. I don't care. Forget that. Nug. I feel for my mans. Look at him. He didn't sign up for this, as Gavin said. He ain't even used to this. She said very clearly, he about to shoot up the car.
Yeah.
I know what that. I can understand what that means. She got a car. She done ducked down. The signs is there. It's going down. Don't ignore it. Like this, bro. That's why I feel for him. This ain't him. He grew up in the suburbs. He's the queen. He like, what you mean? Shoot? What? Pow pow. What is that? What you mean?
Right.
What is that?
He said, God damn, what the hell is going on? Man, she
Look.
talking about calling police. I would have been like, I ain't going back there. What the hell you talking about?
I feel for the brother. He wrong. He wrong. Yeah, I ain't about the victim blame.
Here we go. I'm gonna play it again from the top. All right, we gotta take this in, man. All right, because you missed stuff. You gotta take these frames in. Here we go.
Diamond,
Yeah. Go, go, go. You finna shoot up the car.
shoot up the car.
Yeah, go.
What the What is that?
Go.
I can't breathe. I can't. He looked back. He said, shoot at the car. What did you like? I felt that, man. I ain't gonna lie, I felt that. He looked back. He said, Bonquisha said, go. He's finna shoot at the car. My man said, shoot at the car. What the fuck is you talking about?
Come on, shoot at my car. He about to shoot at Lucille. You know the old timer like that cars. He but not shoot at Lucille.
He said, when I get home, my hyena gonna have my ass.
This is too much. I'm trying to let it go. It's too much.
See, you got a hyena in the car. Wait till you get home and she see them bullet holes. Ooh.
Diamond,
Yeah. Go, go, go. You finna shoot up the car.
shoot up the car.
Yeah, go.
What the fuck? What is that?
Go.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck was that?
He just shot at the car.
For what?
Let me call the police.
Man, fuck this shit.
Let me call the police, Cuddy. I'm finna call.
He knew that
All right.
neighborhood was shady. He knew that neighborhood.
See that? There
Oh,
you
this
go.
is bad.
He
Uh-huh.
he knew that neighborhood was shady. He an Uber driver. He working. He ain't driving there voluntarily. He trying to make a living. Golly. He literally times out. I didn't think about it that way. He at work. He literally owned the job. He clocked in.
Right.
All right.
Right.
And he got to catch lead. Why he never see Nug? He never talked to Nug. He talked to Bonquisha. Only come on, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna blame.
So, and that's what happened when Ether Queen says you got to rehabilitate these hyenas. Who's to say Nug wasn't just an average going guy? He'd have met this woman. She corrupted him. Now he out here shooting up the car like my man James Brown. When my man James Brown was firing at his old lady. She got in that taxi. James Brown came out firing at the car. So, you know.
And here's the thing. Not saying this is true, but come on, man.
Right.
You talking about this a shady neighborhood? He's the queen. What's the chances she done ran out there with some of that man's belongings? She don't seem too shocked at all this. Listen here, this is a female, high masculine woman or not. She way too comfortable in this situation. You got that weird six hood sense. She way too comfortable. He licking shots. All right. And she just like, get down. He about to shoot the car. I want to say she'd probably walked out there with his iPhone or some wild a stack, something, some herb.
How do you deal with a human being that will shoot at other people's cars just randomly?
Huh, what you
You running
doing?
out the door and he got a gun open.
Why you inside of it? He was trying to take you out.
Right.
You gotta call a spade a spade.
Right.
Can't overlook I mean,
right.
If he
that ain't got no name. He don't got no control over once he squeezed that.
There you go. And Nug's accuracy is subpar at absolute best. Everybody catch them rounds. So it's extremely unfortunate. But yeah, she used to it. Here's the thing. Like, we hate to keep getting darker and darker, but it's a very strong chance that she wound up back in his bed later that week. Know that if he didn't get locked up, she didn't call the police. So I don't know what happened. Don't know. I have no idea. But if he stayed a free man, she probably was turned on by that. She said, "You love me. You ready to take a ninja out for me? Yeah, call me and I'm gonna call an Uber. I'll be back over there."
You see what I'm saying, man?
That is the MO of the Bonquisha, but that's a very small amount. Who wants to be around a person that will shoot anybody or who has the ability to pull out a gun and do that to someone? Only the ratchet of the ratchet will deal with people like that. Who you knew what he was when you walked out the door. Before you walked the door, you saw that gun. You saw the gun when he was inside the house with you.
And she liked it. That gun made the little men in the boat tingle. They like that. They like this rough, tough thug. Bonquisha asked for him by name more times than not. They want a reformed thug. They want him. Hold up, times out. Heathen Queen, you just said your man was a pistol.
Yeah, but he that was his profession.
Oh, well, you didn't make it sound like that. You didn't make it sound like you say beating up cops too. You said, "Oh,
yeah." Well, I mean, that was a side thing he used to do, but I guess
there we go. Now, Heathen Queen, you keeps it a buck. You can't tell me that rough neck stuff didn't get you going a little bit.
I didn't know he did. I didn't know he did all of that until after I got involved with him. That I knew he didn't have no respect for regular police, and I didn't know. I didn't know that he was a correctional officer, right? So I knew he had a gun. I knew all of that. But then I didn't know that he didn't have respect for regular policemen, and it didn't take much for him to pull his fist out. So I didn't really know that until after. People present the best face they can when they meet. They present the best face that they can when they meeting with you. It's only when you get to know them and you like them a little bit that they show some of their true colors, right? And so that was after I got to know the person. He was a nice, normal guy. But then I found out he was Pookie and Ray Ray. I mean, there are many things he told me over the years that he did. And I was like, yeah, you a Pookie and Ray Ray. Yeah. You a Pookie and Ray Ray. I mean, some of the stuff he told me that he did as a teenager, as a young adult, I was like, yeah, you a Pookie and Ray Ray. Right.
And Jay Gray says, Bonquisha was smiling when she ducked down.
I didn't see that. Did y'all see that?
Here, that's what I'm saying. That's that wicked six hood sense. I could hear her smile. If you understand what I'm saying, she was smiling. She was not in distress.
Says, imagine getting to work and finding out on the spot you're a getaway driver for hire. Listen, somebody said this the other day. They say, why do y'all automatically assume these women are innocent? The woman we was doing that was the drug mule on the Kendra show, and she was acting like the dude threw the dope on her. But they said we got to stop assuming these women's story. We could have just witnessed that woman armed robbery. She could have just robbed that man. In theory, she could have robbed that man, jumped in that. We don't know what the hell just happened.
Yes. Back in the day, they used to call them turtle doves. If you ever seen the gangs in New York. Yeah. I don't care how feminine they may come across. She ain't come across feminine at all. They still be thieving. We know, I'm telling you, some gypsies out there.
He says, what about all the B-dubs who are lawyers and doctors that still got Pookie for a boyfriend or a baby daddy? What about them?
She a smart Bonquisha who got out of the ghetto and became a lawyer and a doctor. That's what happened. That's how you have lawyers and doctors who got Pookie for boyfriend, because they straight out of the ghetto and that's all they know.
How is that possible? How can you display the discipline to pass the bar exam and still yet be out here meddling with Pookies and Ray Rays? How in the world can emotion and little men and boat override logic and intelligence like that?
Just like men can go to love strippers. Just like men will deal with strippers.
It's 100% not the same. It's 100%.
Yes, it is. How do you lower yourself?
They both goofy, but it's not the same. A man will sit there. A man that gets with a pole dancer, he got to take that accountability. But Bonquisha, that's the attorney that's then got with the nug, she ain't about to say I keep picking the wrong guys. We know that. She gonna say them ninjas ain't ish and the dating pool is doo-doo. But the guy gonna be like, I got with a scripper, I'm dumb, and his boy's gonna call him dumb. See, that's the biggest difference. It may happen. And we talk about it.
I'm just saying, you are attracted to what you're attracted to. And if you're just a Bonquisha who became a lawyer, you still like Pookies and Ray Rays because that's all you like is Pookies and Ray Ray. You never take into account. You take into account what you like. If you like nasty women, I met a dude that was he would be considered maybe close to high value, and he said that's all he like is nasty girls. Okay, you like what you like. It is what it is. You can't just.
And I agree. You like what you like. You are who you are. That's why you cannot change no masculine woman. Don't try to. It's detrimental.
How hyenas get married, because the men that they attract like hyenas. You don't like all the hyena behavior, but you like that hyena. Okay, because otherwise you wouldn't have put a ring on that hyena. If you didn't like that hyena, you wouldn't put a ring on it. You said you knew from day one she was a hyena, but yet and still you married her, right?
And they get what they deserve. We don't argue that. You see, y'all don't understand. We don't argue that. Yeah, they get what they deserve, but you can't change. Your argument was you could change these hyenas. No, they're gonna still be a hyena, and they're gonna beat that man into submission. I understand.
Yeah, but some of us marry Pookies and Ray Rays, and we ain't nowhere near hyenas.
Okay, granted. Says HQ. Those B-dubs made it out the hood, but you can't take the hood and the hood ninjas out of them. Huh.
That's right. They just perfect the facade. That's all. They just perfect the face or the mask.
That's and I ask how, man? How in the world would an intelligent melanated sister work so hard to become an attorney, a doctor, a traveling nurse, and still let the little man in the boat make these detrimental decisions for her?
Yeah, but we have these arguments all the time on these panels. Why do women deal with Nug and Pookies and Ray Rays? They all dealing with Pookies and Ray Rays. They all want the Nugs because some of them were born and raised in the hood. So therefore, that's all they know, and that's all they like in the hood.
Now I got some pushback. Now, I was raised in the hood. We raised in the hood. A lot of guys raised in the projects and hood. Right. I went, and all I saw was the most ratchetest Bonquishas that this earth and ever laid eyes on. Right. And I know that I wasn't gonna be with none of them. So I don't think that's true.
But I'm not saying that they all.
It's because you said. I'm saying I think it's an invalid excuse. If a small group of people don't fall subject to that, then it's possible, huh? Don't y'all like dabbling in the realm of possibility? So the fact that it's possible don't mean that you can't just say. You were saying it like if you're born in the projects and you're born in the hood, that's all you see, that's all you're going to be attracted to.
No. What I'm saying is you're born in the hood, that's all you were raised around was Pookies and Ray Rays. You may or may not come out of that hood with a negative image of Pookie and Ray Ray. So therefore, it's not difficult for you as a lawyer to go back and find a Pookie and Ray Ray and fall in love with a Pookie and Ray Ray, because you didn't come out of the neighborhood thinking I'm better than Pookie and Ray Ray. You just came out of the hood. There's a lot of people that deal with Pookies and Ray Rays. They don't think they're bad people. They may have been raised around him. They know him. Oh, okay, I know Pookie. I was raised with Pookie. I went to school with Pookie. Pookie ain't that bad. And she fall in love with Pookie, even though she a lawyer. That happens all the time.
So
you all wonder how these women who got these good jobs fall for Pookie and Ray Ray, because they don't think Pookie and Ray Ray are that bad. They don't think of Pookie and Ray Ray as a Pookie and Ray Ray. They think of Pookie and Ray Ray as another man. It just is what it is.
And that's terrible. That is a failure, and the effects are going to be felt for years to come.
That's the only way I can explain a female lawyer or female nurse coming back and getting a Pookie and Ray Ray, because she don't think of him as a Pookie and Ray Ray.
Appreciate you, brother. He says it has nothing to do with being from the hood. B-dubs are addicted to excitement and toxicity. That's why.
We're not.
And there we go. That's a more valid point. That's
We're
a more
not addicted to that.
yet they addicted to that false bravado of masculinity by Nug. Though he could be dirty and funky, but he walk around with his chest out, touching on himself. And for some reason, Bonquisha, whether she's educated or not, she find that to be attractive. And so I'm saying she ain't getting with this dude because she think Nug is good. She's like, I know Nug gonna beat the lion. I know that. And that's why I say today's modern women are guilty of what they say men do. They think with their little head more than their big head.
Yeah, it's who you're attracted to. That's who you get with. It's who you're attracted to. It is what it is. She's attracted to the ones that got their chest stuck out. We can't help that. Women can't help that. They present more masculine, more in their masculine frame than any other guy.
That ain't see, that's that false bravado masculine, that over exaggerated. That over exaggerated. What up, girl? What up? Act like DMX all the time. It's only one DMX. Like,
but you said it's false. It's more
a false bravado of masculine. Yes, because them ninjas is broke and they unaccomplished. That's not real They can't provide, protect. That's not real masculinity.
Yeah, your masculinity cannot lie, and whether you can. Well, your masculinity can't lie on whether or not you can create babies or punch somebody in the face.
But that's not what women look for when they get involved with men.
That is all.
You cannot lower the bar that low for masculinity.
Wait a minute, men don't look for a wife when they looking at women. They look at how beautiful she is, what she look like, how she move, how she feel for you. Men don't look at that first. If you looked at that first, then why can't women look at men the same way y'all look at men?
That's so funny.
Y'all don't look for wives first.
That's counteractive to nature. It's counteractive to nature.
It don't matter whether it's counteractive or not. Men do not look at women to be wives. When you first look at a woman, you do not look at her and say, "Oh, she'll make a good wife." No, they don't. Just like women do not look at men and say, "Oh, he'll make a good husband." No, she don't. We all look at the attraction first. You all look at somebody that you're attracted to, and then you decide whether they got the characteristics that you want. And so I will stand on that 10 times.
All right, that's fine. But this is the argument you're making. You're saying that men look at women, look how attractive they are for their femininity. I agree with that. And you're saying that women look at men for their attractiveness and their masculinity.
Right.
Now stop right there. Stop right there. I'm saying that Nug and Walmart Tavius has a false bravado of masculinity. He got his chest poked out and he talked that talk. However, he is not masculine as a false bravado. He talk mess. He out there, probably got a tool on him, but he can't provide. He live in his mama's basement, yada yada. You know the rest.
But
that's what two things is true. I think we are blurring the line between masculinity and being a leader. I think he's the queen blurring that line of you think those two things go hand in hand, and somebody can be halfway masculine. That don't mean you should follow a guy just because he's a fool. Some people are foolish and they do foolish stuff. That don't make them masculine.
I'm not elaborating on any of those points. I'm saying we all look at people. We all look at the opposite sex in the same way when it comes to attraction and relationship. She looks at him for how attractive he is, and whether he got a false bravado or whether you all think it's false or not, she's still false for that particular thing.
It is false.
Just like men look at women and you don't look at her and say, she could be my wife. Women don't look at men and say, oh, he could be my husband. She doesn't do that. She looks at the attraction first, just like men look at the attraction first.
I guarantee. I
That's
guarantee.
a problem. That's part of your problem.
I guarantee you, all wife-minded women and all wives looked at a man and said, "I'm looking for a husband."
But
And
they don't. But all of them are not looking for husbands.
I said the wives. The wives. You can't say that every woman look at a man and be like, "I ain't thinking about marriage," because some women do. It ain't a lot.
But some men do the same thing. But
There
some
we go.
men-
Y'all go listen. Shout out to EJ Uno. He said with $10, he says aggression does not equal masculinity. All right. So here we go. If you're just coming in, hit the like button.